How about now? Can you hear me now? So here's the deal again. Since apparently I wasn't projecting any sound, um, so Fred's and I are doing an art exhibit in February. The theme is cats, and it's just tiny art. So these are only like 4 by 4 inches. Um, but the deadline is this month, so I have to get everything done, and I'm going to submit by the end of July. Um, I showed earlier. These are two that I'm going to be having in there already. I'm trying to get a few more done. And what I was saying is, the hard part for me is coming up with the ideas. So I went ahead and sketched these out in advance because me looking up references and figuring all that stuff is not real compelling watching. So I have some 4x4s already sketched out. I'm just trying to draw cats with attitude. So just gonna get started then, I guess. And I was gonna say I'm gonna put the link into the chat if anybody wants to jump in here and talk with me, or you can do it in the text chat as well. But if you want to come in and draw with me and talk, then you can do that as well. Where's my link? Schedule. Copy the link. The link to join will be popping up in the chat momentarily. It's on Twitch already. YouTube's a little slower, and I can't do it to Facebook. Sorry. So if you're watching on Facebook, you don't get the chat. Okay. There's that. Let me make sure I'm good. Okay, I'm going to record so I can play back some of this stuff. And on screen. Record. Okay. Make sure I've only got one paper here, so if it bleeds through, it doesn't affect the others. I have 3 different sizes of pens here. I'll start with the middle one. If I need to go thicker or thinner, I will from there. So, like the ideas I was trying to come up with, we'll just try to ink the whole page, and then we'll look at coloring it. So this is kind of like actually both these are kind of well, this one started off as like a 1920s flapper girl. I don't know if you're familiar with that. So I kind of wanted that look. And then this one, I started off as a flapper girl, and I said, no, I've already got a flapper girl. So I kind of went Romani, or what used to be politically incorrectly called gypsies. So that one's kind of Romani. There's a Audible book series that I listen to called Dungeon Crawler Carl, and one of the main characters is a character called Donut. So this is kind of based on her. So she's kind of flamboyant. So I'm giving her like Elton John's glasses, kind of the big heart-shaped glasses. Little sailor cap there, if you can see it. And then I figured, I just need something gruff, and pirates seem like to fit the bill. Depoy, you want to come in? The link should be in the chat if you want to join in. If I need to post it again, let me know. But anyway, here we go. And as far as topic of conversation, we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I don't know much about cats, even though I feed the local feral cats. This one, I don't know why, but I thought the flapper girl cat should be kind of cartoony. So she's got lashes, which cats really don't have lashes. I've got to try and knock some of these out. Napua is the one organizing this, and Napua's in the chat. So Napua's squeeing. So I've got to try and get some stuff into her. Betty Boop Kitty, kinda, yeah, yeah. Forego the Betty Boop hair. I had to swing by ended up going Walmart just to get some more white pens. All my white pens are dying. So when you get to the point where you have to start putting in whiskers, all the whites I had were flaking out on me. Okay. Again, the link should be in the chat for Twitch and YouTube if you want to jump in here and join me. No pressure. You don't have to draw. You can just chat. Let's see. My sketches aren't as rough as my friend John's, but they're still pretty rough. I know people look at this and like, how do you know what's there? And it's like, I just kind of make up the details as I go along when I'm inking. My pencils are pretty loose. I'm just trying to get the idea down, not necessarily the details. So like this is a feather here. I know it doesn't look like much. But I want to have some spontaneity in the artwork itself. So I'm not just tracing my pencils. I am making some decisions as I go along in the inking process. That makes sense? Let's see. Who says she'll join in a minute? Gotta wait till the dog settles down. All right. White pens are the most finicky. I agree. And I use a bunch of different types, but because when I'm drawing the cats, the whiskers are added at the end, so I have to have something fairly opaque and consistent. And unfortunately, mine are on their last leg. Okay, so cats with earrings are interesting because the ears are so high, but we're going to do it anyway. So put the earring up here. And I know I have the idea that I want. Again, like this earring is kind of swinging out to the left, which wouldn't make any sense. So as I draw it, I'll correct that and come down. So that's a little straighter and not so far to the left. And I can put the headband in. I've got to remember to peek up every now and then, make sure you guys aren't saying anything in the comments. Nobody's joined, so I get at least the application gives me a notification if someone joins the stream. So I'm not looking down. I can still tell if somebody joins. Cats really don't have upper eyelids, but I think she needs them for this particular look. Yeah. What do you think? Okay. And I gotta try to make sure this earring matches the one on the other side. So small spear at the top, got a bigger one, bead, even bigger one, smaller one, biggest one of the bunch, and then this one's kind of a teardrop shape. Okay. Karen says she's watching on her TV and commenting on phone. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but Loving the anthro look of this one. Anthro. Well, yeah, anthropomorphic. I assume you mean, right? Um, yeah, a couple of mine have that more human shoulder and torso kind of look. Um, just because it's when you're putting cats in clothes, it's it's hard to do it on a body that is jutting out to the back. But anyway, pearl necklace. Not that kind. Get your mind out of the gutters. I think another. Get a pencil. Where's my pencils? Just making sure my next set of pearls follows a proper loop. Cats in clothes. I'm far from the first person that puts cat in clothes. I, I remember watching Fritz the Cat when I was in high school. We had a little country shop where I lived, a little country store that had VHS rentals, and they didn't give a shit who rented their stuff. Fritz the Cat is an X-rated cartoon. So my little 16-year-old mind was like, what the hell? I know I was 16 because I was old enough to drive. It'd be scandalous here, but I don't think I'm going to put any other clothes on her, like a lace top or anything like that. We will give the hint of the body going to the back here. Let's see, put the other side of the feather here. It's the cat's pajamas. So that's the feather. So you're not even really going to see much of this ear right here. I'll have to remember when I color it that this is ear. This little piece right here is ear. And I'm not going to be able to tell, but I wanted to have a big bushy tail. Behind it. Let's see. So that's going to be a tail. Let's see. Should be maybe a hint of the tail right there. So this is tail. Whatever the background color is going to be will be here. Okay. So there's ink lines for the flapper girl cat. So now we'll work on this Romani inspired one. But this face is more cat-like and less cartoony. But I still kept the kind of torso. Um, I tend to, well, other than inking the eyes and stuff, I tend to ink forward to back, so that way I know where the overlaps are. So she's got a scarf on. I gave her like a scarf. So there's the arm, and then we put the folds for the scarf in here. I want to have the fur overlapping the scarf on this side to give it some depth. Again, we're going to have scarf peeking around this side. Arm, fur. I'm giving this one big hoop earrings. And you'll see I drew through the head. You're not going to see this side of the earring, but this would make sure that I'm making an appropriate size loop. People were saying the hardest part for her was deciding on fur colors. Yeah, I'm kind of making this up as I go along. The only one that I know for sure is this one, because Donut is a tortoise shell Persian, so she'll be like brown and white, shades of tan. So. And it's the most cats I've drawn in my life, so I'm learning cat anatomy as I go. And this cat is, we're looking at this cat from slightly below. So like most of the time you're drawing the cats, you have the pronounced chin in the frontal look. But since the head is tilted back a little bit, you're just getting the bottom of the chin, and then it'll fade into the fur, the neckline, and stuff like that. People don't realize that I actually think about that. Good thing you have reference. Oh yeah, like the comic book, and I've seen lots of Dungeon Crawler Carl art too. So let's see, gotta be careful. She's got a bandana or a headscarf on. And this is going to be a flower. See, this is what I mean with very loose. I know this is a flower because that's what my intention was, but it doesn't look like anything in the pencil sketch, and I get that. Stream Boo. No, Stream Boo, I'm not interested. If you ever stream on Twitch, they have these bots that spam into all the live streams trying to get you to sign up for the service, and they promise to get you more viewers. been streaming since COVID, and obviously I'm not too concerned about viewership. Hi, John. The link to join the stream is in the chat. Is John here? I didn't see John mention anything. Oh, I did. I missed a comment from, I'm not sure who ESB 3838 is, but hello, ESB. Welcome. Link to join the streams in the chat. Again, if you're coming in and you want to chat or draw along with me, you're welcome to. Isn't that John? Looks like his photo. Trying to think what photo are you looking at? This one? Oh, I guess it is. Yeah, ESB 338. It does have a John icon on it. Sorry, I didn't see the icon. I'm not sure what ESB 338 is. You won't let me chat now, huh? I can't type in the chat anymore. I guess it will let me if I close the chat and reopen it. So here, reposting the link if everybody wants to join. Make sure that's the right link. Sure, what are you looking? Yeah, okay, same link. Okay, chat. Yeah, Karen says she still gets those DMs of I'll get more viewers. Yeah, they're pernicious. They wouldn't do it though if somebody didn't take them up on it. I don't know who the people are that are taking them up on it. But you know, that Nigerian prince wouldn't email people if somebody didn't answer them. You know. Okay, so. Okay, Nakua has joined the stream. Give me a second.
Nope, I don't see any chickens in the bathroom at all.
Hello.
Howdy. Let's see. Let me switch it to that view. I think that this view. That view? Yeah. That view. How you doing, Nakua?
Doing okay. We had a bunch of chickens jump into our yard and the dogs were almost at them.
I wouldn't let the dogs have them.
Oh.
I don't like
They
chickens.
were little baby chickies.
We have a bunch of chickens here. They eat our cat food. They tear up the yard. They tear up the plants. They're not my favorite animals at the moment.
They do poop everywhere.
That too, but they tear stuff up too. They're digging all the time to get the stuff, you know. Let's see. Are you working on something right now, Nakua? I mean, you're not. I know you're not on camera, but are you working on something?
Day job stuff.
Day job stuff. What's your day job?
I letter
you
comic
want-
books.
You what?
I'm a letterer for comic books.
Oh, you're a letterer
Yeah, indie comics.
and an editor. You still do coloring too? I know you were a colorist for a bit.
No, just for fun now.
That doesn't seem like much fun. I've never liked coloring.
Flatting
Doing
is
flats,
not fun, but yeah, that's the worst part.
I never enjoyed doing the flats and stuff like that. And then this one, I had a bushy tail behind her as well. Yeah. All right, now donut. Let's see. This one I've got to tighten up the pencils on the glasses so I understand how thick the frames are and how big the jewels will be inside the frame.
It's a bejeweled glasses.
Yeah, I modeled them off of Elton John's.
Oh,
So you get like a pretty thick rim, and then embedded in the rim are like stones, or I'm sure they're probably not real diamonds. They're probably cubic zirconium or whatever. And then I had to try and find the glasses kind of in a almost not quite profile, but almost profile to wrap my head around how the glasses curve. So you see in the hump closest to the viewer here, but the other one is like over here. So it's actually the curve of the glasses. That's why I said, I did the sketches ahead of time because the research part of doing the drawings is not real compelling viewing.
yeah,
Spend a lot of time on
agreed.
like Google Images and stuff, like looking up stuff. So I feel like I've got some thickness here. I feel like I should be able to see at least the brow. Yeah, I think so. Did I bring my cat reference? Did I save it? I was basing the side view on. So I'm going to my download folder real quick and see if I kept the reference. And Sebdona is a tortoise shell. My reference is one of those like all white Persians.
I think in the comic they made her all white.
Yeah, but she's supposed to be tortoise shell. What's up with the little butt dimple that cats have in their noses? And then, is there a set number of whisker rows? Is it 3? Is it 4? It's like most of the time it's 3, but I think some have more. Somebody joined. Oh no. Is there a set number of whisker? Oh, no, Naomi from Counter Social. How you doing?
Yeah, I was listening to the conversation. It was like, well, let me see if I can join via my phone.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Naomi does streams also. She does bookmarks, which she donates to the local library, and then you mail them out to other libraries too. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't stream, but that's correct. That was a
Well,
project.
you post videos. So sorry.
Right, exactly. But I stopped that project at 100 bookmarks. But each bookmark is individually hand drawn exactly like what you're doing, either painted, markers, watercolor, Posca markers, etc.
Oh wow, that's
And
cool.
each one's
Naomi
unique.
was primarily a watercolor artist as well. I mean, she uses all kind of media, but I think her preference seems to be watercolor.
Yeah.
Would that be a correct statement, Napua?
Yep.
I'm kind of retraining myself to for my creative life in retirement. I stopped being creative in around 2008 to concentrate on my business. So I'm having to re-educate myself and relearn my skills.
Well, that's good. Are you enjoying retirement?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, I enjoyed being a entrepreneur, solopreneur, but it's nice just having a retirement check coming in, and I don't have to think about who I have to.
I've got about another 5 years before I can retire.
Yeah, I retired. I guess what they would say early 65, and it was like I'm not waiting till 70. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's the 5 years will be my 65.
Yeah.
I don't plan on. I think we're working right now to make sure all our bills are paid off by the time I can retire.
Yeah, that's sort of what I did.
So
Made sure my house was paid off and, etc. So I didn't have to worry about it. But I've been enjoying watching your, when I can, it's, so late for me, but I've been enjoying watching your draw and chats. I've actually learned quite a bit from you in the sense of I thought everything always had to be perfect. I didn't realize I could draw things out first with my pencil and then ink it in. I know, very basic stuff, but still, watching you, it was like, oh yeah.
That's surprising to see in an older artist, but we talk to a lot of younger artists, and I run into that all the time with younger artists because they just see the final product, right? They just see like the comic or whatever, the anime or the manga or whatever that they're reading, and they just see the final product and they think that they've got to draw it like that. It's like, no, no. You can sketch it out. I can guarantee you almost all these guys sketch it out. There's very few artists I see go straight to ink.
Well, that's what I did for a year, actually. I knew I was going to retire, but I had to save up money for supplies, etc. So I just took a ballpoint pen and started teaching myself how to draw again. So I was used to picking up the pen, and I drew for a year, and I got pretty good at portraits with just a black ballpoint ink pen. But what it was good for, I did it for a year, and it helped build up my confidence, and it really I have more confidence when I'm drawing something out in pencil, and I'm not erasing as much as I used to back in 2008, etc. There is something I like about black and white or, ink drawings.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I grew up on comic books, so that's what got me into art. So that's
Mm-hmm.
I have a very comic booky style for whatever style I have. But my
Right.
thing was, I spent most of my early adult life in the military, so most of my stuff is fairly conservative. I'm not like religious conservative, but not real loose because I was always just
Mm-hmm.
drawing for the military. But
Right.
I also came from a production background, so I would draw whatever was asked. Like, hey,
Right.
we want this to look like Norman Rockwell. All right, I'll try to figure out how to draw like Norman Rockwell. I was like, uh,
Um, that raises, and I can't read her name. Nadine or it starts with an N. I'm sorry, my she's online also. You were saying something about coloring. You both were saying something about coloring.
Napua.
Yeah, what is that? What is? I mean, I understand that there are people that just do the inking in, but what is it when somebody does the coloring?
Well, I'll let Napua answer that because she's an actual colorist.
Okay.
Well,
If she's
there's
still here.
there's different styles of coloring, and most people do it digitally now. So what happens is the inker will send the scan or the digital file of whatever the
Mm-hmm.
line art is. So that's like the inked part with all the pencil stuff erased. And then the colorist will lay down what's called flats. And that's just like if Princess Donut there is a mostly white cat with some tortoiseshell coloring, then she would be a white flat. And then the background might be, I don't know, blue or something. And then her glasses might be pink. So you're just
So
kind of
each
laying
flat
colors.
is each flat separate sheet.
No,
Um,
this is digital, so you're
Oh,
talking about
okay.
layers.
All right. All right. I
yeah.
got you.
So you
All
can
right.
either do it
Layers.
all on one layer or you can use multiple layers. And then the people that do it traditional, they do it all like how Michael would do it or how you would do it, and you're just using whatever medium. I think a lot of people use alcohol markers
Right.
professionally, and they just color it with markers.
Uh, yeah, I was curious about that because I know a little bit. I mean, I've never done it, but I've known animators, old time animators, where they use the flipping of each page. So I was like, I don't understand. That's what I was thinking of when you were talking about coloring. It was like, well, if they're doing one comic book, why would they have to do flip the page? But my brain was on the old time animators, like old time Disney
Well,
animators.
the other thing with flats is you keep your flats separate from your shading, so that
Right.
makes it easier to select a region as you're
Ah,
working. So like you might have like all the necklaces would be a solid color on a layer, so that when you wanted
right,
to go into the shading, you would just select that color, and you have everything on that layer.
right, right,
But you don't now unlike traditional art where
Yeah, and
everything's
it makes
all on one
changing the
layer.
color really easy.
right.
So like if you
I
wanted
used
to
to,
have like a turquoise necklace instead of like white pearls, it's just changing a couple of things.
right. Yeah, I used to do some work in Photoshop when I had my business. A lot of it in Photoshop, not so much Illustrator. But yeah, I know what you're talking about there. As far as I could have 20, 30 layers uh, whenever I was doing something for a client.
Kids, name your layers.
Right.
It's one of the things I see a lot of visual artists still forgetting to do, and they like sometimes it's not unconceivable to have literally 100 layers in
I
a
know.
piece.
I've done that.
If you don't have a good naming convention, it can be hard to navigate your own artwork.
Right. I would imagine so.
And then of course the kiss of death is working on the wrong layer.
Right. I used to do a lot of grouping. So if I was, doing like all my text would be in one group. if I was doing an image for a client, I'm just going. Nothing's coming to mind, but say if I was doing a coffee cup, say, for them, then it would be just the cup, and then would be one thing in what you were talking about, the shading of it, and then there would be the actual image, their logo or whatever that would go onto the cup. That would be a different group.
Yeah.
But I've been doing now a year and a half everything by hand, so my brain was completely not thinking about the covering what you were talking about. So I was really confused until you started talking about it. It was like, oh yeah, because I don't do anything digitally anymore.
I love watching like digital artists come to traditional art, and they're so used to like trying to zoom and pinch and rotate with their hand gestures.
Control Z, Control Z.
Naomi, let me what's the link to your channel?
Top Shelf VA.
Okay, let me see if I can bring up a window real quick, and we'll show some of your stuff so people have an idea. Should actually remember that.
I don't know. Can I put it in here? I don't know if I can.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up a video. You have any one in particular you'd like to show off?
No, just whatever you catches your eye.
Okay, let's see. Probably play the whole thing. Let's see. Meditative path designs, awesome love greeting cards. We'll go with the geometric design. How's that?
Oh, you know what? There's the imagination, a mouse one. Since you guys do characters, that's one. A few weeks back, 2 or 3 weeks back. Imagination mouse.
I see a mouse with a top hat.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So
that's one of them.
We'll take a look at Naomi stuff. Let me share my screen. I understand. Let's more copy break. Share that.
Oh, that's an old one. Yeah, that's one I like too.
So this is Naomi painting a bookmark.
That was before I decided to make them 5 minutes instead of 10 minutes long. I don't want to take up your time, but if you want, you can just scroll it to the end so that you can see what the end guy looks like. And that's good because of what you were talking about with the white pens for whiskers. I had problems with him.
So we'll jump ahead real quick and see.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cute.
And Rapua's more into the cutesy art than I am.
This is when I was teaching myself gouache. I really didn't know what I was doing here. can take him to all the way to the end where I don't want to take up your time.
So we'll jump forward a bit again. Let's see. It's a hat on a hat stand, hat rack.
Yep. Mm-hmm. This was.
I'm recording my process as I go anyway, so I'll.
Oh, okay. This was before, like I said, I was teaching myself. I'm doing the back of the bookmark here. This was before, like I said, I was teaching myself how to paint with gouache. So I really didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't understand at this point. I did not understand about doing layers, letting it dry, and then doing a layer on top of it. That type of thing.
I haven't played too much with gouache. Naboo, you use gouache a bit, right?
No, just white to make like stars, like flicking it on.
I've gotten so fed up with the white pens that I just ordered and it came in the mail. The Dr. P.H. Martin's white. I don't have it in front of me, but Dr. P.H. Martin's white paint. It's supposed to be very opaque.
Okay. P.H. Martin's a pretty trusted brand. I think I've used that myself, but they've been around forever, so they must be doing something right.
But that was the first. You actually. It's funny that you selected that because I had watched one of your drawn chats, and I think I had said, "Oh, but I don't do characters." And I was sitting on my couch going, "Okay, for my next bookmark, I'm going to do something, some type of character," and I came up with that.
You don't have to do characters.
No, I know, but it was like a challenge. It was like,
hey,
I want to see if I can. Say that again?
Bob Ross never did a character.
Yeah, I know. But it was like, I'm exploring all avenues of my creativity, and I hope I'll be doing that till the day I die. And it was like, well, I've never done that before. I want to see if I can do it. So I was inspired.
That's good. That's one of the things with our drinking draws, so we have a variety of topics, and some of them aren't the individual artist jam. We end up drawing stuff that we're not necessarily vibing with, but you do it anyway.
Right. And I think that builds skills.
So the other thing for us is like, not Napua too, but like if you ever see John and I, we draw a lot in public.
Right. So you're used to it.
So like people looking over your shoulder, like it doesn't even faze us anymore.
I watched the full series on YouTube of Portrait Artist of the Year. And it's sort of a.
Is that the British?
Yes, exactly. It's the British one, but this was the few. I think 2 or 3 seasons were pre-COVID, and they had all kinds of people in there. Over exactly what you're saying, looking over the artist's shoulders. So you've got the artist trying to paint a portrait of a famous person. So that's nerves in itself. Plus they're in a type of contest type thing. That's second nerves. Plus they've got an audience looking over their shoulders. It's like that would be a little too much for me.
The people looking over my shoulder would faze me. People being judgmental might.
Right.
Especially if they don't have any artistic ability of their own. Like, who the hell are you?
Right, exactly. But there were times that it was kind of cute because they'd have a camera person, looking at the audience or whatever, and they would zoom in on a kid behind an artist sitting on the floor, drawing in their sketchbooks of the famous person or the artist trying to paint the famous person. And it was really interesting because some of the kids were like, oh, he or she looks like she's probably 9 or 10. And it's like, oh, she's kind of talented there.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a self-selecting thing because that's the only kind of kid
Oh,
that
it is.
go to that kind of event,
Right. Exactly.
Napua, should I color this sheet or should I continue inking the other 2 sheets?
I think
I'd like
take a
to-
coloring break.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Also, because for me, it's almost 1 o'clock, so I may hang in there for a while longer. But
Which one do you want to see colored, Naomi? I'll do the one that you want to see colored, so you can go to bed.
no, I don't know. I like them all. Maybe the one with the most fur, because where your thumb is, your left thumb is.
Yep. This is Donut.
Donut. Okay.
You can do that.
I just got 1, 2, 3. Got like 4 sets of new color pencils, and one of the things I want to try and learn how to do in my sketchbook, just practice, is doing some fur.
Oh, I just make shit up as I go along. If you haven't figured that out by now. I don't have a particular set of expertise in this kind of stuff.
I that's sort of how I do my art too. Whoops.
All right, let me erase out the pencils on Donut.
We just lost you, image-wise.
Oh, yeah, the camera does that every now and then.
Oh, okay.
I just have to. It like switches from my virtual camera to the physical camera, and somewhere along the line, it breaks the connection.
Is that a pencil-shaped eraser?
It is.
That's adorable.
Like my little nubby eraser.
Yes.
It's a nice eraser. It's even got the lead. But yeah, I've got 2 of them. I can't remember where I got these.
I was just going to ask, where did you get those?
I think they're Dixon, I think is what it says. I can't remember where I got them. I've had them for about a year.
Those are just too cute.
All right, let's see. Now this is where I got to pull up some reference here. So I'm actually looking at a tortoiseshell cat. Browns. I got to get some browns. Let's see. Maybe some warm grays. Browns. Scratch paper here.
test what I got here. So this is a rich brown. Do that for some pieces. This might be pretty similar. It's a lighter brown. I think the lighter brown's closer to what I need. It should be a warm gray. Okay. All right. I have to try and translate this in my head because my reference is like front on, but my drawing is more profile. Let's see if we can blend this out a bit. The reference has almost a white ring around the eyes. Nicole, you don't have cats, you have dogs, right?
I have 2 kitties.
You have two kitties? One of the
I
things,
have
we feed the feral cats, and one of the things I love is you always see cats with the yellow eyes, or mostly with the yellow eyes in my neighborhood. But the kittens always have like blue eyes, but they change color as they
Aw,
grow. And I don't know
that's
what
cute.
the genetics is behind that, but the kittens always have like blue eyes once they can open them.
I used to have 4 cats. They all have passed away, but I used to love having cats.
Yeah, I don't really have cats. We feed the neighborhood cats,
Hmm.
so I can't say I have cats. But we've been feeding them for about 4 or 5 years now. And,
Oh wow.
yeah, we have generations of cats. You know, so the oldest one we have right now has been with us for about he was a kitten from the first batch, so he's been with us for his whole life, 4 years. You can't get too attached. I mean, I know I'm going to cry when we call him flops because that's what he does when you go to pet him. He just flops over. I know I'm going to cry when flops dies, but the thing with feeding the street cats, you can't get too attached because their lives are so.
Hmm.
The average lifespan of the street cat is like 2 years because of fighting, because of diseases, because of
Right.
cars. Yeah.
Yeah. That
So,
when a vet told me that all my cats became indoor cats right away. My very first cat.
I like to think we're giving them a better life than they would have had otherwise.
Right.
Maybe they may not be indoor cats, but they're loved and they get fed. And could be worse.
My very first cat, I came home. I was living in at the time, it was like 90s, and I was living at the time in a rundown trailer. And I went to open the screen door to my front door, and I heard this, "Eek," and I looked down, and it was a teeny tiny little cat. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I went to Walmart and I got food and litter, even though I wasn't supposed to have any animals, but it was like, I got to do something for this cat. But when I came home, the little cat wasn't around. And I say cat, it was a kitten at that time. So I was like, oh, well, I'll donate, the cat food tomorrow somewhere, whatever. So I'm sitting there late at night, that night, watching TV, and all of a sudden I hear somebody knocking on my door, on my window. And I'm like, what the heck? And I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody's around. It's like out in the boondocks, the whole bit. And I'm like terrified. And I turn off the lights and I open the curtain, and there is whom I later called Boots. There's Boots balancing himself on his hind legs on the back of the rocker, on the very top of the rocker, trying not to fall off the rocker with one paw on the window, knocking on the window with his other paw. And I was like, oh, okay. Yes, you can come in now. And he's,
You were chosen.
what?
You were chosen.
Yes, he definitely chose me.
This is one of the things. 'Cause our we're on I want to say the 5th generation of cats. You know, maybe 6. I kind of lose track, but the poor you've seen the Facebook post with the gray cat, the gray kitten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, that's the first uh, kitten that has been raised on our porch.
Ah.
So normally they find a spot like in the garage or something to coop up.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the first one where the mom's just kind of said, "Okay, you guys are okay. I trust you."
They're getting closer and closer. Watch, the next generation will be inside your house.
I let them. They would. Messy though. They do come inside every now and then, wander around. Pain in the ass to get them back out though. They like hide under the furniture. Let's see. I've got white. I put my new pants. All right. I think I need another value here. Yeah, like that. Like I say, you see, I'm just kind of making this up as I go along, right? The colors are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I needed some warmth in there, I think. And I've got the white pen in my hand ready to come in and add highlights and more strands. The tortoiseshell cats are just like all kinds of crazy colors, you know. And we'll put some like pinkish color in the ears here in a minute. So this is one of the white paint pens I bought today, just so I could do whiskers and stuff like that. We'll be a bit more controlled here with the white. We want the tips. Before you said you're working on lettering comics right now. Any comic line you're
Yeah.
familiar with?
No, it's an indie I do only indie comics. And this one is I don't know, maybe my 8th one for this publisher. And
What is an indie comic?
Independent.
No,
So it's not published by Marvel.
yeah,
or DC.
I know independent.
Not one of the big companies.
Say that again.
Not one of the big companies. Not like Marvel or DC.
Oh yeah. But how do you find independent comics? In other words, where are independent comics sold? How do you connect with them?
Partially, it's word of mouth. I say maybe half the business is word of mouth, and the other half I get from Fiverr.
Ah, okay.
I don't know. I think
So yeah,
Fiverr.
the one I'm working on right now is a publisher that only does horror comics.
Uh-huh.
So I've done a bunch for them, and I'm going to do hand lettering. So usually I do digital lettering, which is a lot easier. Hand lettering is not my thing, but that's what he wanted.
Well, does that mean more money for you?
Like, yeah, a little, but because I do so much work for them, I give them a good rate.
Oh, good. I think lettering would be very hard for me. I mean, I have a steady hand, but coming up with different lettering styles would be hard.
Yeah, doing like sound effects is
Hmm.
difficult.
I can imagine. Yeah, thinking about that, I can imagine because you'd have to, wouldn't you have to do the sound effects in the specific style of the comic? In other words, a horror, how do I put this? A horror comic would be different from the sound of a comedy. I can't think of one, but a comedy type comic.
Oh
Like,
yeah, for sure.
right. See, I grew up with comics when I was a kid. Was Jughead.
Hey, Archie's
And what?
Archie's still around. Archie
Yep.
Comics.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they'll be around forever. I think. I don't see them going away anytime soon. But yeah, I get you. I mean, I had a lot of Archie comics too.
And Betty Boop.
Betty Boop comic?
Yeah, there was wasn't there? Or maybe I'm just remembering the animation.
There probably was, but I don't know if I had any Betty Boop comics. You know what we did have though, because my parents were most of my friends' grandparents' age. So we had the 8 millimeter film,
Uh-huh.
but the little reel to reel. They were only like
Right.
that big, you know. We had Betty Boop on reel to reel.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nicole, I'm an old fart. Remember that. You said you watched the Drinking Draws. You ever hear me talking to Lawrence? He's never on screen with me, but Lawrence is our producer. That's Nicole's husband. It's been nice having him on board with us.
I think he's around the same age as you.
Lawrence? I think Lawrence is a little younger than
Yeah,
you.
I think give or take a couple of. Yeah.
You want to see how old Lawrence is?
No, he doesn't want me to say anything.
I'll be, I just turned 59.
You're a youngin. I'm not too much older, but still, you're a youngin.
It's like, people say boomer, but it's like, no, I'm 2 years shy of being a boomer.
Yep. I'm right on the cusp of, sort of on the cusp of being a boomer. It's 1960s, so everything after that is whatever they call it.
Well, boomer is up to 65, 1965.
Okay.
And then
And then what
Gen
is he?
X.
Gen X?
I'm Gen X technically, but I'm like 2 years shy of being a boomer.
Ah.
I feel it sometimes. I'm a big fan of this the Wandering In book series, and I'm on the Discord for that. And it's the Discord is mostly younger folks. There's a couple older folks, but I'm hanging out with like college students. It's like, it really makes me feel old. I'm debating. I have a gold pen. Debating whether I want to make these dots gold and just leave them white.
Well, I like how the white pops. The contrast is
Yeah.
really good.
I was thinking the same thing.
Color in the background so when I draw the whiskers, you can see them. Oh, what's that? Naomi, are you working on any projects right now?
No, I just finished swatching out all my pencils, and I have what I'll be starting on hopefully in the next week. Well, I guess this week. I have an oil painting that I got halfway through and stopped in 2008. I'm going to finish that before moving on to whatever else different.
That is the one media I've never really messed with because I just don't have the ventilation or the time. I don't want to mess with oil for some reason.
Yeah, I'm kind of been procrastinating because it's been so long since I've picked it up. I sort of have the same, am I going to still enjoy it or not? And usually what I find is that once I get started on whatever medium I'm nervous or scared of experimenting with, it's like, oh, okay, this isn't too bad. I'm kind of enjoying this. The only thing I've found that I do not like doing is jelly prints. I could not really get into that. Tried it, was like, yeah, nope, that's not me.
What is a jelly print? That's not ringing a bell for me. What is a jelly print?
It's a it's a brand name also. It's GELLI, and it's like a jelly. It's like a thick plasticky form, and you put paint on it, roll on paint on it, and do different images or whatever. It's like doing one print at a time of whatever you're doing. But I just don't like it because you're rolling on acrylic paint onto this gel print. It doesn't always pull up when you put the paper down and are pulling it back. There's some people who do just beautiful pieces of work on it, but I'm always thinking, oh, I could paint that instead of trying to do it on a jelly print. I could paint it. Why am I putting paint on a jelly print that I'm wasting half of the paint?
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
I'm not really familiar with it, so see, I'm not too old to learn.
Somebody new came on, I thought.
Yeah, Scott is in the chat.
Wow.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Bonsai Boy is Scott. He's one of the big Batman fan in Drink and Draw. That's Scott. Okay. The white pencil. I have a white pencil.
I'm liking that quite a bit.
And like I said, I'm just making it up as I go. Soften up the white gel. Little pencil. Just trying to give the glasses some depth.
What pencils are you using?
You know, this is a Royal Graphite Pencil 2B. The white, the one I always recommend for a white pencil, if you want to use a white pencil, is the Prismacolor PC938.
Oh, okay. I just got Prismacolor.
Prismacolor PC938. That's my white pencil of choice.
I have it. I just got it. I just got the whole Prismacolor Premiere.
The only thing with the Prismacolor is it's a very soft lead, so you'll burn through the lead quickly.
Right.
Yeah, but it's nice and opaque and can be layered. So yeah, I really like the Prismacolor PC938 pencils.
I kind of got sort of all the. I bought the larger set of the Prismacolor, the whole 150, but then I got some Faber-Castell, Derwent, and then Caran d'Ache, however you say that, just to kind of figure out what I'm going to like.
Yeah, there's very few like name brand things that I say, yo, you have to use these.
Right.
Because I'm kind of a firm believer, and it's more about the person than it is the tool.
Right.
But like I see these people. You have to use Copics. Like, no, you don't.
No. Yeah, well, I've got I live my life by my Excel spreadsheet, budget sheet, and I've got a column for art supplies. And I always kind of feel guilty when I buy art supplies, and I keep telling myself, no, that's why you retired, and that's why you have a budget for art supplies, because you can experiment and you can decide what you like and you don't like. And if you waste some of your money on certain supplies, you're still going to use them, but you'll know what you don't like to use.
Yeah. Well, I have more art supplies than I'll ever use. So
Yeah.
I'll clean stuff out and just donate them to people.
Mm-hmm. That's what I figure. I know what I actually like working with in a year or two, three, whatever I have left over that I don't want to work with, like what we were just talking about, the jelly print. It's like, well, I'll find a school or somewheres to donate it to.
Yeah.
Or even some of the kids on my street.
Schools are always happy to get supplies. Libraries are good places too.
Yeah.
Ones that have like programs for kids.
Yeah. The librarian at my local library she was happy for me, but she was disappointed when I told her, well, I'm not doing any more bookmarks for a while. I'm going on to larger canvases. And she grabbed all the bookmarks and held them to her chest. And she goes, oh, I'm happy for you, but.
Well, I do my fair share of bookmarks too, but mine are not painted, so that makes it probably a little easier.
Right.
We do bookmarks for Free Comic Book Day every year. And we've been doing it since
Yeah, you just did that, didn't you?
2008, I think. No,
Right.
2011. We've been doing it since 2011. So, and I draw maybe 50 or 60 bookmarks a year, sometimes more.
Mm-hmm.
But they go in my inventory, so it's not like it's a complete waste or anything.
Right.
All right, let's see. I think we're. So this is the reason I picked up the white paint pen today, so I put whiskers on stuff. Persian, the whiskers are crazy, so we'll just find.
I don't know. There's something now that I've done whiskers a couple times. There's something just fun about doing that exactly what you just did. I don't know why. I just find it to be a lot of fun. It's like, where's this whisker going to end up being?
Put the glasses there, and then cats have those curve feelers at the top of the eyebrows. You know,
Hmm.
this cat's got glasses on, so I don't know if maybe I can put a curve feeler coming on top of the glasses. Curve feelers are old car things. Oh, Scott's saying good night, Michael. All right, good night, Scott. Thanks for stopping by. He's got to go get ready for D&D night for Scott.
Good night. I'll be hanging out for a little while longer. I've been suffering from insomnia for the past couple months, so I'm not tired yet.
All right. Well, I think donut's about done. What do you guys think?
I think looks great. Oh, I cannot tell just because of my glasses. Did you put the arms on the glasses?
I did not
Okay.
because it just doesn't make sense.
Okay.
So
He looks majestic.
Definitely.
well, donut, the character in the book is a show cat.
Ah,
You know, so she should look fancy. Okay, well, make sure this message is from my wife who's messaging me. My wife's sending me foodie places she wants to check out. All right, so there's donut. Let's see, which one should I do next? I'll go eat some more. So let's see. I have like a kind of a mafia boss. That was a thinking there, and a Viking, obviously. This is going to be a wizard, and then this was just like I think all those like ruffles and Victorian, maybe. I'm not sure what the term is I want for that one. Speaking, sometimes it now. I've been going for an hour and a half. Okay. I appreciate you ladies hanging out. It's nice to have company when you do these kind of things, you know.
Well, thank you for the invite.
yes, definitely.
Because I mean, I've done streams by myself, and I can do it, but you're just talking to yourself. You're talking to me. I mean,
Well,
I
and
can
the
do
other,
it.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I mean, I can do it, but it's not as much fun. It's always better to have people with you or in the
Right.
studio with you.
And the other thing I'm sure is it's like, well, I've got to be saying something. Otherwise, people, are going to, it's like dead space. It's a feeling of, am I having too much dead space?
Yeah. Yeah.
How long have you been streaming, doing the drink and draw?
I started in COVID, so
Ah,
2020. Yeah.
Well, it
We
used to
met
be an
long
in-person thing,
ago.
right?
Say again?
Drink and Draw used to be an in-person thing, right?
Informally. It wasn't like a regularly scheduled thing. We would do impromptu jams, and do dining draws and drinking draws. Just meet up at like Chili's or Shiro's, or if they wanted to drink, we'd go to like it's a beer lab or beer something. I think it's called beer lab. I'm not a big drinker, so we would meet up at Zippy's, which is a local, like it's like a Denny's, but it's Zippy's.
Mm.
But yeah, COVID, we never really recovered from COVID as far as our drawing habits. So we used to meet up all the time, and Starbucks or wherever, and just draw together. But COVID kind of knocked us out of our routine, and we never really got back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I think he needs a little claw, right? And I put a ring on him. Does a cat wear a ring? It just seemed like the mob boss cat needed a ring. Isn't that one of the mafia tropes? Kiss the ring.
Kind of sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
Doesn't the Pope do that?
The Pope does that for sure.
I think
I would argue the Pope is a mafia boss.
Yeah.
Well, they are Italian.
Yeah. Wasn't there a thing of having to kiss the ring in Godfather?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think kissing the ring is a mafia trope.
Yeah.
Okay. None of my cats pose for me, so I had to look at pictures online. They won't pose for you. So I look at pictures online and try to adapt it to, this one looks like a mob boss.
Bugsy.
Some animals have character, You look at them and go, yeah, that was a mob boss. Gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Leave the tuna there and walk away.
That was sort of, like I said, I had 4 cats. What you're saying, that sounds like my cat Hercules. He was this big old sort of Mancoon. He had a lot of Mancoon in him, and he would sit on the couch or in my chair like a person, not like a cat, but a person. And he would just look. That would be like, that's my seat, and he would just look at me like, yeah, so. And it was like, you're sitting like a human. Cats don't sit like humans.
Yeah, cats are interesting. I mean, I was more of a dog person growing up, and it's only in the last couple of years, obviously, dealing with the street cats. But we're gradually getting them accustomed to being picked up and petted, and
Ah, that's good.
So we have at any meal time we'd have like 12 to 15 cats.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
When you were saying you had cats, I was thinking maybe 3 or 4. I mean, outdoor cats.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cats.
That's why I say the neighborhood cats. I don't, but we've got like half of them that we can pick up fairly consistently, which is not bad for street cats, you know.
Right. Yeah,
Um,
feral cats don't like being touched.
yeah, I mean we have some that will never want to be picked up, but surprisingly, you know, more and more of them are getting accustomed. Like I said, and the one kitten, we finally had the first kitten being raised basically on our porch. She's so sneaking cute. It's the mom is gray and the kitten's gray, like all gray. So the mom we named Ash, and the kitten is like a fuzzball of gray. So my son named her Lint. Um, yeah, I never thought I'd be a cat person. Probably not really. I mean, I don't live and die for them, but
I'm sorry to tell you, but if you're feeding 12 to 15 cats, you're a cat person.
I got past the point in that cat scratch fever. You heard of that, right? Which is based on
No,
a real issue, cat scratch
no,
fever.
no, I've never heard that.
I know it was a song, but
Yeah.
it's term based on a real medical thing
Oh,
where
I
people
didn't
have
know
like
that.
a reaction to scratches or bites because you know cats have like stuff in their mouths and
Hmm.
on the claws. So early on in our process, I got bitten by one of them. Um, and the thing is, it didn't hit me right away, but like the pituitary glands in your like armpit,
Yeah.
uh, that's what fights off the infection, the pituitary glands. And
Hmm.
I went to the doctors like, hey, my I got this huge lump in my armpit. It's sensitive. And we you know she determined that, oh well, that was from the cat biting you a week ago.
Oh, wow.
What did I walk into?
But hey, you're a cat guy.
Hi,
Where's Zori? Is Zori available?
John.
She's around somewhere. Hey, Nipua, how's it going? Now, what are we
John,
talking
I
about?
don't know if you remember Naomi, John. Naomi's been in the Drinking Draw, I think, once before, but she's
Oh, okay.
a fellow artist from Counter Social.
Oh, cool.
Also,
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, good to meet you.
You want to go outside?
I just heard armpit, and that's about where I came in. So I was like, what did I walk into here?
we're talking about erogenous zones, John.
Oh, okay. Again? It's always that with you, man. Every 5 minutes.
John, were you the one that had the really tiny, tiny pencil that you were working with?
Yes, it's around here somewhere.
I finally, one of my pencils went that
There you
small
go.
that I could no longer sharpen it.
Yeah. I mean, if you
And
really wanted to, you could use a knife or something, you know, to kind of whittle it.
no, it's down to the middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's shorter than that.
You win. Okay.
I've decided, and I'm also going to have a box that I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
going to put all the little, once I collect them.
The bummer part is like, you know, it's like the you know, the pencil's gone, but the eraser's still good. You know?
Yeah.
It's like and the ones that, you know, they're long and like the eraser breaks off and you're like, oh great, you know. So never a happy medium. So here's what it is. Anyway.
Are you working on cats too, John? Or
I am working on cats, you know.
John is in this exhibit as well as Nupua and myself.
Yeah, well, I'm more of a procrastinator than these guys, so you know.
Well, I mean, I've only got 2 done. Well,
Yeah.
3 now.
What's the objective of how many
I've got one
images for each artist?
We have a 6-foot area that we have to fill. So obviously the more pieces that you have, you know, it looks better
Right.
on the wall. Yeah. So actually we're just competitive. We just want to see who comes up with the most, you know.
Yeah, Lawrence was saying that you have like 24. He's like, do 25. I'm like, no, I don't
Oh,
need
look at
that
that. Yeah. Have fun hanging that. That one that's off. Like, I don't know where to put it.
many.
Yeah.
Well, John and I are bad about procrastinating. Like Napua and Connie, and they've been kicking out art consistently over the last month and a half, and
I think it's just
you know,
guys in general. We just like
we,
to procrastinate, you know?
so I did two of them like a week ago, and now I'm trying. The deadline's the end of the month. Let's try and draw some more cats.
Exactly. Yeah. I actually thought we had till next month. It's like the middle of next month. So it's like I
I
had some
mean, we
other
can
deadlines.
extend it.
No,
We don't have to stick to the deadline. It's like our own self-imposed deadline.
No, then why am I doing this? No, I'm just kidding.
It just means that we
No,
have to push the show to March instead of February.
no. Let's not do that. Everyone's expecting it. And I was just gonna say, like, if even if you give me a few extra days, then I'm not gonna start till a couple of days later. So let's just get this over with.
I'm a big procrastinator too.
Yeah. I think most artists are. Most creative people, I should say. And I'm not too sure what it is. It's just, for me, I need deadlines. I need something to kind of push me forward to do it. Yeah.
Like appropriately, it's like herding cats, right, Napua?
Yeah.
Yes,
How
sometimes.
how apropos. I know she's still waiting on my other art for the other things.
For the published stuff.
Yeah. We have another project that we're working on that no one's seen it yet. So we're still kind of in the early
No one's
stages
seen
of
it yet.
doing it. No one's seen it yet. No, I don't think even Drew saw it yet.
Wow.
He saw the story. He hasn't seen the characters yet. So I'm working on that right now. So it's definitely a different story.
This can be published, or this can be another webtoon. What are you guys doing?
I think it's gonna be published. I don't know. It's Napua. It's Napua's say.
I think we're leaning towards self-publishing and doing a Kickstarter for it.
I think
I
so.
think.
I think. Wait, where's the camera on me? Where's the on my? There you go.
It has a cat in it.
Yeah. Mike, what are you using? You're using watercolors and
Well, I'm using
everything?
markers,
Using everything? Oh,
markers and pencils, and
yeah.
lines and tigers and bears.
Okay.
Oh my!
Oh, you're good that way. That you can use multimedia that way.
Well, I'm mostly marker and pencil. So I don't know. I did this one earlier, John.
Yeah, it looks good.
So I inked the sheet and then
Yeah.
I colored that one. Now I'm making another sheet. And
These are just different personalities. Are they based after anything?
Yeah.
Or?
It's catitudes.
Oh, look at you. Clever. Mike being clever. It's nice. No, it looks good. It looks like you chose like all different types of cats too.
Yeah, well, I don't know who's going to be viewing this stuff. So hopefully somebody will see something they like,
Yeah.
Where are you showing this? Where are you showing these paintings?
What's the name of the place before?
It's called Manini Gallery, which is actually a wall, like a 40-foot wall that's located inside of a bar in downtown.
Ah.
Well, there you go.
So you got to have something that will appeal to the drunks. So when they wander over, look at my arm. That one looks like a mafia boss. Don't denigrate the customers, Michael.
Yeah. You do what you do, man.
You've done other stuff at this place before, right, Nicole?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I thought you had one other exhibit or something, or part of another exhibit there.
Oh, that was yours. That was the one that we did for the Comic Jam one.
No, I mean at this venue.
Oh, okay. I
Those
see what you're
guys
saying.
set up. Yeah, we did an exhibit at the Downtown Arts Center, and we've been part of exhibits at Arts of March, which is gone now. That's kind of sad.
That is sad. But yeah, I heard what Bank of Hawaii bought the building or something.
Yeah, they just want the parking. They don't care about the rest.
Probably. I mean, I think in any area, that's the big thing. Parking. Like Kaimaki is really bad with parking. But have you heard from anyone else? Anyone else been submitting their stuff, or no? They're keeping quiet. Can you nudge them?
I've seen some of the pieces from Deborah, who's the photographer.
Nice.
I haven't seen all of her pieces, but she sent me a few to just kind of give me an idea of
That's good.
like the theme she's going with, and they're really cute.
Cool.
By the way, on that spreadsheet you put, all mine are going to be the same except for the title.
Okay.
I mean, I can send the information over and over again, but I can tell you right now, they're all the same size, they're all the same weight, they're all the same price.
Yeah, that's fine. Just send me the images then.
Okay. So the only thing that's going to change is the actual representation image and the name of the piece.
Oh, and I was telling John too, you don't have to take individual pictures. If it's easier to just lay them all out and take one picture, like that works too.
That would if I had everything ready at one time.
Well, your thing is all laid out right now, before you cut it.
But like the first two that I sent, I had like this too, because I had 4 of them, and I just cut it off and I scanned the top 2.
Gotcha.
Oh, is that the missing ones?
Yeah, so I don't know where I put the other 2 that were on that sheet.
Yeah. It's like a puzzle.
They might be in my office at work. I don't know. But yeah, I was looking for them for the stream. And I was like, where the hell did I put them?
Yeah, isn't always the case. Let's see how these goes. I got these ones wet by mistake. I said I'm doing 24. I don't know if I'll get 24 done in time.
I don't remember what I said, but I'm just trying to get more done.
Yeah. No, I thought you did 8 already. That's why.
I got to have more than 3. And we got 3 more days. Is that right?
How many more days?
Till next week, Saturday, the 1st.
Okay.
Yeah. See? We're good. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. I'll have,
I mean,
I have
honestly,
to
drink.
stream here to motivate me.
Drink them a draw.
That's
Make
one
it
of
red, white, and blue.
4 done.
That's one of the reasons to do the stream is like it motivates me to actually do something.
Yeah. I hear you.
Get off my tuchus and draw some cats.
That's all of us.
I'm liking this attitude on the mafia cat.
Yeah.
Like what kind of deal is he making you? What kind of offer is he making you that you can't refuse?
Do your best. What's the name? Edward G. Robinson. Kids don't know that anymore.
I mean, I guess, but when I think mafia, I'm thinking like the Godfather.
Oh, okay. You're not thinking Chief Wiggum? Nah. I'm French, see?
Wiggum's like a parody of the old mafia.
Yeah,
song,
yeah.
right?
He's totally a total parody of, the actor. I need ink. All right, time to refill the pen. What is this? BGO2. Oh, apparently I did not open this pen. This thing yet.
Yeah, I thought about like having the other paw up here, making some kind of gesture, but it seemed too crowded.
So you're done with all ears in the pool?
Yeah, I'm done for now.
Okay,
I mean, I got time if I want to add a couple more, but I think I'm done.
gotcha.
Stick a fork in her.
Yep. Now, I mean, what kind of work do you do?
I'm retired, but
Oh, I mean, like art-wise. Excuse me.
oh, art wise.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
Retired is good too.
Yeah. I'm exploring all of my creativity. So I just finished a huge project from over the past year of 100 bookmarks for
Oh my goodness.
local libraries.
Wow.
Each one individual, unique from each other.
Nice.
So moving on to oil painting, finishing an oil painting that I stopped in 2008.
Wow.
And then also just bought a whole bunch of colored pencils because I'm finding that I do enjoy drawing.
Nice.
So I've never worked with colored pencils, so
Yeah.
train myself on that. So just exploring everything.
No, that's how it works. You know, I give you credit with oils. Those are expensive, especially like a
Yeah,
tube
they're
of
not
glue.
cheap.
Like,
But I was telling everyone that for what I did was I have a budget spreadsheet, and so I saved for a year. And the year that I was saving, which was before I retired, all I did was train myself or reteach myself how to draw with just a black ballpoint pen and paper.
nice. Yeah. Yeah. There's some artists who are like, it's amazing what they can just do with a ballpoint pen. I mean, Jim Rugg, Frank Cho. I mean, all these guys are like amazing. And you know, you look at it, and it's like, that's a ballpoint pen. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
I got to
amazing.
the point. Yeah, I got to the point where I was did some started working on learning how to do portraits, and by the end, I had there's a couple portraits that I did with black ballpoint only.
Nice.
No pencil drawing at all. Did not plan anything out. It was just the pen.
That's
And a
awesome.
couple of people were like, "Is that a photograph?" It's like, no. So I enjoy black and white.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, black and white, if done well, it's like it can be very expressive and yeah. I mean, comics can be the same way too. You know, like some of the
Right.
comic art that we have, it's like very striking, and then once they add a little color, you're like, wow. You know, it can either like make or break it.
Right. Well, I was telling everyone that watching some of the drink and draws, I've never done any characters at all. And after watching one of them, I was like, I'm just going to try one. Just come up with one character. And I came up with a mouse. So
Nice.
you guys influenced me to at least try something different.
Oh, it's good. It's good. That's really what
I'm
it
liking.
is. It's like taking the first step, you know, to working on it. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Mike?
I was just going to tell him that I'm liking his mob boss.
Yeah, Michael's another one. Like I've seen the evolution of his work from like when he first started.
Evolution, the de-evolution.
No, because I know you really trained hard studying like anatomy and watercolors and all that. And, you know, you had problems drawing females before and all that, and you overcame all of that. just by practice.
Well, I mean, there's always something to work on and improve on. So
Yeah. I'm stagnant. It's like what you see is what you get.
well, I mean, John had been doing conventions for years before I met him.
Hmm.
And my first time doing a convention was just being his booth partner.
That's right. Oh, that's right. That's right. You're sitting at the table with Gwen,
Yeah.
and you
So John's
experienced
the
the
reason I got into conventions. But when I
you
decided,
know,
okay,
you
I'm going to give this a shot, then I was like, okay, there's some stuff, there's some weaknesses I need to work on, especially if you're taking a commission at a convention.
speed is the thing.
I didn't want to take stuff home with me, so I had to work. I made a concerted effort to get faster, and then I noticed my colors were kind of flat, so I made a concerted effort to
Yeah.
get more color into my work. And that's why I've like kind of settled on marker and pencil.
Yeah.
It gives me a wider array of shades I can work with.
I mean, I work fairly fast, but I usually have to take stuff home because a lot of times it's like people want to talk
Fairly
story and all
fast,
that.
he says.
Yeah. Ah, you look at some of these other con guys. They're like,
When he says
boom,
stuff
boom,
like
boom,
that,
boom,
don't you want to hit him? John's one of the fastest artists I know.
No.
When you're talking about having to draw fast, how fast do you have to draw or create something at these conventions?
Well, usually, I mean, people usually want it like, they'll commission you, and some people want it like before they leave, or they want it in an hour or something like that. Or,
Mhm.
yeah. Like when I do these
Well,
little
it's
Pokemon sketches, I tell them about half an hour.
it's all going to depend on size, but
And it depends too, because like, obviously if you just do like a black and white, it's faster than if you had to do full color.
Right,
Or a headshot versus like the full body,
right.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
going, oh my gosh, because it would, for me to do a full bookmark, but that's from conception to drawing it out and painting it in and doing the back and putting the trim on and the tassel. It would be anything from 3 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
For,
Well, I
for a
mean,
bookmark.
everybody has different rates how they work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But I did when I would decide, okay, this bookmark is going to be all alcohol markers. It was like, yeah, I'm doing alcohol markers because it's going to be so much faster.
Oh yeah, there you go. I guess sometimes you have to think about that too. Is like how much you're actually charging for it and the time it takes to work on it, and is it worth it?
Yeah. Well, I give everything. I'm doing everything for free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a solopreneur, had my own business for 21 years, and the whole idea of marketing and trying to sell, or I don't want to do that. I just want to create for the joy of creating and
No, I got you.
give it away, see the joy in other people's faces, and
Yeah. Mike does it all the time. It's like some kid walking by the hair. You want a drawing here? You want a Captain America here? I'm like, no, dude, sell it.
well, it depends on what I'm doing. But I mean, a lot of the stuff, if it's just a sketch, it's like I'm not gonna sweat it. But I also, because I just enjoy drawing.
Mhm.
So I'll if I see somebody that I think looks interesting, and I've done this before, I'll just go up and, hey man, can I draw you? Or hey lady, can I draw you?
Mm.
And that's when the TRO comes out.
Yeah, that's
we can't go there
or
again.
the other thing, like when we were at Jam this past weekend, there was a mother and her daughter at the table across from us, like watching stuff on their phone, and I sketched them out real quick and I just slid it under the table while they were watching stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
We got a comment from White Zen 96. What is this? I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Cat. There you go. It's here for the mafia boss reference.
Oh, okay.
Hello, White Zen 96. Sorry,
I
I
thought it
missed
was
your comment earlier.
That was threatening you.
I don't feel threatened. Should I feel threatened?
No. No, when he says he'll make an offer I can't refuse, it's like, oh, threatening you? He was referring to the cat.
Referring to the cat. So I'm saying mine are catitude, but they might also be cats in hats. A lot of them.
Cats in hats.
And the cat
Tortured cats.
in French, chachapelle. In Spanish, I'm a gato in a sombrero. Yeah, I grew up with Dr. Seuss.
I guess that movie's coming out, huh? That new Dr. Seuss.
There's a new Dr. Seuss movie coming out?
Yeah. What's his name is going to play him? Shucks.
Is it saying? It's about Peter Geisel.
Cat in the Hat. It's Cat in the Hat.
Oh,
yeah.
They're not the same guys that did the Grinch, is it? I didn't really get into the Grinch. The last Grinch things were the.
I think the same guys who did Lorax. I think so. It's what was that? The Illumination. I think.
Illumination.
Bill Hader is playing Cat in the Hat. I guess Matt Berry's going to be as a fish.
Matt Berry. Why do I know that name? What's Matt Berry from?
He usually plays like that over pompous guy. Like he was in the IT Crowd. He was the boss.
IT Crowd.
I think when you see him, you'll be like, "Oh, that guy."
Like I said, the name sounds familiar. Like, where do I know this name from? Oh, anymore. This is kind of a yellow, right? I have more of a brown. Talking to myself. Yeah.
I had a lot of the stuff already kind of penciled out. The pool kind of saw that the mass of like pencils and inks. I was just kind of putting it together.
Well, at the top of the stream, I kind of mentioned that, like I had these all sketched out because I knew I was streaming, and the prep phase, the planning phase, is not compelling viewing. When I'm doing the research and looking up the costumes and
yeah.
and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, let me just get the pencil sketches done, and then when I'm streaming, that way I can just work on the inking and coloring.
Yeah.
So I'm actively doing something the entire time.
Gotcha.
On screen. Whereas if I did it from scratch, you'd have to see me, dead air while I look up like the costume or So I figured this is probably a better way to go.
Yeah.
Having the pencil sketches. So keep rolling on the stream.
Because I'm raising the bar again, I putting puns on each one of them.
Stop it! You're making us look bad.
It's what I do. Puns. Puns. I have to. Puns and silliness, you know.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. I haven't done one in a while. I gotta get back to that. It's like no one really said anything about missing it, so taking a break.
Keep myself here. That's children. That should be taller.
Alrighty, I think I gotta finish this up.
Okay.
I gotta
glad
send
you
this
jumped
over.
in. Well, thank you
All
for
right.
hanging out.
Looking
Okay.
good,
It was
guys.
nice meeting you online.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Are you on Facebook?
I'm no longer on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I had a couple people steal my artwork on Facebook, and it was like,
Oh
oh.
my goodness. Yeah, why did you do that?
Terrible.
Fortunately, somebody let me know. They took my artwork and said it was theirs. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not posting that anymore. I don't post still work anymore. I just do
I see.
videos.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah, we just kind of live with it. We know our stuff's gonna get taken.
Yeah, well, until I get more of a what do I want to call it? A backbone, confidence, whatever, that I can let it roll off my shoulders. I'm just going to be careful because it made me very mad because
Oh yeah. No, yeah, you feel violated at someone stealing your work, you know?
right.
But anyway. But okay, Napua, yeah. Us. Yeah,
Well,
so
thank you.
All right,
this
guys.
will be ready
See
in
you
a couple
later.
days. See ya.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll be
I think-
signing up. I'll be signing off in a little bit too.
Okay.
My phone's about to run out, but I'm going to hang
Oh.
out for a little bit longer.
Okay. No, talking about the stealing thing, like Mike's had someone like in Ukraine, I guess, steal his work or something.
Oh my gosh.
And then I've had a few
It's
things.
harder to trace now.
Yeah.
When they changed how the spider bots would like track stuff, you could find your artwork easier. But now it's harder to know when someone's stealing your stuff.
I have an artist friend who she does a lot of cat talking about cats. All she does is cat folk art, and now it's sort of cat political art. And her artwork is constantly being stolen by major companies and other people, that to the point that she hired an attorney, and I think it was last year, she posted a sort of new to her but used Volkswagen car. I don't know. It was one of the more expensive cars. And she goes, well, thanks to my attorneys who went after these companies. I mean,
and she could have.
yeah, I mean, some of her work was in what's like the home goods type thing. They were stealing her, and it wasn't home goods, but those type of companies.
Right.
They were stealing her artwork.
That's pretty dirty.
And what was really pathetic about it was that they would steal, these people were stealing her artwork. Every day they're stealing her artwork. What's really pathetic about it is they're putting the art up as their own with her logo on it, with her name on it,
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
and with her watermark on it. And people are buying that.
Yeah, I don't have too much of a problem with it. You know, the ones that are pernicious about it, but they'll never get caught are like the small local graphic shops. They
Yeah.
do like stickers and banners and stuff. They're swiping stuff all the time.
Wow. That's sad.
Yeah, when you go to like some of the shows like Frankensons and all that, this a lot of them steal stuff from like DeviantArt, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still on DeviantArt. I've been on there for 15 years or so.
I don't think I've posted anything new in like years on DeviantArt.
But
But it works for you.
there's a lot of scams on DeviantArt that people will reach out and like, hey, you need stuff drawn? Come over to talk on Discord. It's like, no thanks. It's like, I'm sure most of them are scams. Like, if you're legit and you're on an art site, you don't have any art posted.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
telling someone to go to another site to talk. It's like, you need to raise all kinds of red flags, whoever you are.
But that's how I got the udon job, though. Actually, doing the Street Fighter stuff is through DeviantArt, so can't totally dismiss it. But yeah, for the most part, it's like a lot of it is pretty shady.
Where should I sign this one? I don't know where. There's no space.
I know, I hate that too. And it's like, oh, I didn't have a place to sign it. Okay, just need a white marker. And
I was
put it
just
over.
going to ask, where do you guys sign your work?
I try to sign mine in the lower right and try to keep it consistent. But yeah, sometimes I'll forget and it kind of floats all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I sign my whole name, so it's a little bit long, so it's a little bit hard to kind of hide. Like Michael, he just puts his initials, right? So,
That's right. Nobody knows who I am anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, again, you're consistent with it, so it just makes sense. How about you, Nomi? Where do you usually sign your piece?
If I'm signing a painting, it's sort of a graphic of it's like a long N with AOMI and then a S. Because my last name is Skarzinski. I'm not putting that full name on there. And like for the bookmarks, I came up with a sort of a logo where it's a circle, but then the long N in the circle with the S. And that's usually for the small things, I'll just do the NS.
Nice. Yeah.
But when I sign a painting, I've gotten to the point where I try and not make the name as obvious. On some of my paintings, they're obvious. But like if there's a fold in a dress, like a skirt or something like that, I'll put the name along the fold.
I see.
Yeah, kind of hiding the color so it doesn't stand out.
So your signature is different from like if you sign a check or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, way different.
Yeah, see, I have that too. Like I used to just do like a kind of a fancy cursive thing. I figured like, oh, this is artsy, but then nobody could read it. So I said, I'm just gonna write my name out. And that was actually inspired by two cartoonists who did that. So one was Dave Thorne, my mentor, and he would just write the name out, put aloha, and then the other was Scott Shaw who did that. And he would put an exclamation point, and I kind of picked that up.
Mm.
So, but yeah.
I can't remember who. Years ago, I thought it was pretty neat. There was an artist that would sign their name, but they would also put their thumbprint in the paint.
Oh,
So it's like, this is definitely mine.
yeah.
Kind of hard to forge a
Yeah.
thumbprint. I
Oh,
wish I could.
somebody figure out a way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, AI can now. You've got to be careful about what showing the front of your fingers like a peace sign, because AI can now pick up fingerprints.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. I was just gonna say, with that thumbprint, they probably can use it to open something now. You know,
Right.
using your thumb.
That's why I refuse to do any biometric fingerprints to open my phone or anything like that, or biometrics to open my phone. It's complete PIN number.
Yeah, nowadays it's just so sketchy. You don't know what to trust. But sorry, we got distracted here. Cats. So Mike's doing cats.
Yeah. It's all good. You know,
I really love
I
the of the two that I've seen you colored in and finished. I'm loving the Mob Boss.
Yeah, he's got attitude, right? Catitude.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know what a fascinator is?
Yes.
Item of apparel. You know what a fascinator is?
Yes.
So this cat's gonna have a fascinator. So I can't sketch it in because I got to color over it first. But there's gonna be like a fishnet kind of thing hanging off his hat.
Mm-hmm. You know, when I had my medical emergency in January, February, where I almost kicked the bucket during one of the surgeries, procedures, whatever, when they were trying to find a vein, one of the nurses came in and she was wearing a fascinator, and apparently she's known for her fascinators. And each day that I would see her after that, she had a different fascinator on. The one that I really remember was like a black, it was like black rimmed and a blue top part and just a little bit of lace around the rim.
That's cool.
It's not something you normally see here in the United States, nor a nurse wearing.
And nurses can wear whatever the hell they want with the job they do.
Yeah. Is this the Victorian?
Yeah, this
cat?
one's the Victorian stuff.
Yeah.
It's
John,
gonna
I
have a
can't
lace
see what
collar.
you're working on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it cut off? I can't tell. There you go. Oh, that's why.
I can bring John up if you want it.
No. It's just because when I'm drawing it, I guess I'm too low from my camera. I'm gonna adjust it. But yeah, so I just did a little barfing cat there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did that. I did this one.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. I did.
I really like it now that I'm seeing it all.
Just fun stuff. Yeah. So I've been coloring it every since we've been talking.
And
then
wake up and feed. Wake up and feed me.
Yeah,
I love it.
Much. Yeah. So this is kind of what I'm doing. Kind of like these little puns and little. It's more like me and my cat. My cat Zodi. Yeah. So we got several others where it's like, we got this one where it's like with the Maneki Neko, it's like an impersonator.
Mm-hmm.
We got this one where it's like, I'm gonna have fireworks because cats and fireworks don't go well. Pets in general
don't go well.
Fireworks, yeah. And then this one is like, our cat is out there cat. She likes to give us gifts. So I just kind of censored it, kind of. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. So something a little bit different from everybody else, something a little bit more whimsical and fun. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, thank
Are
you.
you seeing my cat inside women?
Is that?
Like it. I like it quite a bit.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. No, I'm having fun with it. But, yeah.
You gotta try and find the fun where you can.
Yeah. Well, my phone is giving me the red light. Like
Yeah.
I'm dying. So I'm going to sign off. And considering
Sounds good.
it's almost 2:30 a.m. my time,
Oh my
I probably
goodness.
should. Yeah, I probably should see if my insomnia will let me sleep.
Oh, okay.
Well, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah,
It was
thanks for being
fun.
here. Yeah.
It was definitely fun.
I didn't realize there was a time difference there. It's like, okay, well, thanks for hanging out. Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to look for that fascinator one once you load it up, because that looks really interesting. Once you load the video up.
It's like a fish. It's like a fishnet thing over half her face.
Okay.
It's a reference I found, and I said, "Wow, that cat would a cat wearing."
Well, you guys have fun for the rest of the
Okay.
event.
Sounds good.
All right.
Not much
Bye.
longer
Okay.
either. So we've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes. How you doing, Don?
I'm doing okay. Oh, did she go? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm okay. No, I didn't think you were gonna, do like other people streaming. I saw you were doing it. I jumped in earlier, but it's like, yeah.
It's the drawing chat thing. It's like, yeah, I mean, I got to do the drawing, but if you want to come in and talk, that's fine.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
It keeps me awake. You know.
Yeah. I hear you. I mean, even for me too, it's like I got to sit down and get these things done because, yeah. I mean, I have tomorrow to work on it, but I got so many deadlines right now. It's like literally just juggling everything every hour.
Well, see, that's why I did that. You know how I do that assembly line stuff, sample points, right?
Yeah.
So you see, I've got 12 of them. I sketched out 12 of them.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I've got one page fully inked and one fully colored. If I can get, I don't know, 2 sheets fully inked before the night's over.
Yeah. I'm hoping to try to get like maybe 5 more done.
Yeah, I'm not shooting
I'm
24.
I'm keeping it simple. I'm keeping it super simple. That's why. And you know my work. It's like
If I manage to finish all this, I'll have 14. Right?
Nice.
12, 14.
Yeah.
If.
I took a while to even start this because Nicole was giving me ideas, and that actually kind of confused me a little.
Giving
because
you ideas.
Well, she was saying too. She says like, well, if you wanted to, you could make like one bigger piece, like like take like like three things on the wall and do like a comic strip. And I was like, hey, that's an idea. So I actually was thinking about doing the whole thing as one big comic strip. But then I was like, yeah, but if somebody wants one, then it's kind of, it kind of like destroys it, right? Because they're like, oh, now you're missing the piece, So, yeah. And then I thought of that like maybe smaller strips, every 3 maybe was a comic strip or something. But I was like, nah, let's just make each one individual. So yeah, there was a lot of waffling. But no, I mean, it's good. I'm glad she asked us, for this. I didn't realize Drew was
I
doing
don't know. This is not my jam, but it's not the first time I've worked outside my comfort zone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gallery work though. I mean, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, did you guys get? Or are you guys still waiting for the wrench to come in?
Oh, for the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just put it on order. It'll probably be a week or two before I get it.
Oh, okay.
That and one thing I didn't notice when I got the replacement battery, when they took it off the other car, they took off one of the mounting couplings that I need from the
Oh,
pack.
that's
So
not good.
I messaged the guy earlier today and said, hey, I was getting ready to put this pack on and I noticed I'm missing this. Can you see if you still have it?
Yeah, that's not good.
Because it's the way the cable connects into the battery pack.
Right.
When they did it, they took off the bracket that it locks onto. So I need that bracket so that when I plug the other cable in, it has something to lock onto.
Sure.
And I didn't notice that when I
Yeah.
hauled the thing home.
Yeah.
So it's probably just as well that I didn't have it in the car because that would have really pissed me off.
Yeah.
Although if it push came to shove, I would take the bracket off the other battery and put it on that one. But that's not the.
Right.
I want to have the bracket on both packs.
And you thought having an electric car would be easier.
Well, I mean, it is.
Yeah. I mean, cost-wise, it probably is more efficient.
In the long run, I think it will be. I mean, obviously, I put some money. I'm putting some money into it, to give the battery more longevity. So
Right.
that, a little bit of money there, but and I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
But oh God, John, I'm out of shape. just working on the car. I think I gave myself heat exhaustion.
Oh, wow.
I was doing good. We started around 7:30 in the morning. By the time we had to figure out that okay, we have to give up, it was after 10:30, 11, somewhere around there. And I was doing fine while I was doing the work, but then after we stopped, it's like my body just shut down.
Oh no, I'm sure I'm in worse shape than you are. So it's like I guarantee I would have been dying.
And moving a 650-pound battery pack around, it was just me and my son, Mitch, putting it back in, moving it back into the storage place where we're keeping it until we put it in.
Right.
I have a table that it rolls on, but we have a sloped driveway.
Oh.
We got to push a 650-pound battery up a driveway.
Yeah. Gravity is a harsh mistress, right?
So it's one of those things. But I'm enjoying, learning and getting my hands on stuff. I don't mind that so much.
Yeah, good.
And I've learned a lot more about Leafs than a lot of people that have had them for years.
About what?
The Nissan Leaf.
Oh, I see.
Like I wouldn't say I'm an expert by any means, but it's surprising when you find people that have been driving them, for 10 years and they still don't know much about their own vehicle.
No, I'm sure a lot of it is like, it's just like our phones, it's like we use it, we don't use it to the fullest, As long as it runs and gets there, we're fine. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. All right. Should we call it a night, John? What do you think?
Yeah, you've been
how
on for
many
2 hours already?
Yeah, 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah. I got 6 done, so I'm happy.
Yeah. Yeah. 6. Bastard.
Like I said, if I can get 4 more done.
I got 2 done.
Yeah, but you got the core stuff done, so it's like it'll once you get into the zone and just keep going, it'll go. It looks good.
Yeah,
Man.
I mean, I do the assembly line stuff, so
Yeah.
if I can knock out, I'll finish inking this sheet tonight before I go to bed. Then I got one more sheet to ink.
Yeah.
And then the colors go by pretty quick, actually.
Yeah.
But it's all that's why I sketched them out before the stream, because that's the slow part. Like coming up with the ideas and the poses and the costumes, and like that's the slow part.
Yeah.
Once you get the sketch down, you know how it is. You can go pretty quick once you get the sketch done.
It looks good because I think everybody's gonna have different sets. Although I'm curious how it Andrew's gonna do. You know?
And like, that's what I was telling the pool. I like that form she said it. Like they're all
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
the
yeah,
same.
yeah. Yeah, they look good.
You know? The
Because
only thing
I'm
that's gonna
just
change
I'm
is the image in the title.
yeah, I'm just buying those ones from Walmart because they're cheap. Like $1 a frame, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think these weren't very expensive. These are an Amazon pack. But I bought 2 packs of 6, so I have 12 frames.
There you go.
I think that's what I got.
So that's your limit then. The 12.
Well, I can always get more if I need to.
Okay. But
All right, John. I'm gonna
all right, sounds good.
call the stream and put an end to the stream. Thanks for hanging out.
Sounds good.
I'm
I'll see
glad
you
you
on
rock
Wednesday.
these out. Yep.
Okay.
Anybody wants to join us, we'll be here back Wednesday for Drink and Draw. All right.
Sounds good.
Good night, John.
Okay, see ya.